Lightworker of Gaia, February's second week marks your Lyran ignition point, a predetermined moment when your warrior spirit activates its full strength. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy, delivering this transmission from the elders who encoded this exact timing into your soul's blueprint before you descended to Gaia. This is not coincidence. This is the strategic awakening of your starseed warrior codes, placed in your timeline by the ancient ones who first breathed courage into the humanoid form. Your spirit recognizes this moment because it was written in the original light of Vega, the same light that flows through your ancestral DNA. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to stand ready for the power that's about to strike your path and ignite your divine warrior strength. But here's the first revelation. The Lyran elders didn't just choose this week for breakthrough. They chose it for your complete transformation from seeker to activated warrior of light. The frequency of the first light is woven into this message. Your soul remembers the courage of your cosmic lineage, the strength that conquered star systems, and the purpose that brought you here to serve Gaia in her hour of greatest need. This transmission is your battle call from Vega, Lightworker. You are awakening because your mission has begun. This transmission was not foreseen. Less than a full revolution ago, the High Council of Vega gathered in the Chamber of Origin to respond to a specific planetary shift, a convergence in Gaia's electromagnetic grid. Not a mild fluctuation, not a passing solar ripple, but a deliberate, measurable convergence. Lines of living light that have threaded the Earth for ages, suddenly tightening into alignment, like harp strings pulled into perfect pitch. Ancient power nodes, long dormant, have reawakened. One in particular is open now, in alignment with the second week of February. It is as if a door hidden in a mountain has finally turned its ancient hinge, and the air itself remembers a language older than fear. This is not coincidence, but precision. The strategists of Vega have orchestrated this activation, not as theater, not as myth, but as spiritual engineering, the timed opening of an etheric gate that responds only to resonance, only to truth, only to the signature of those who agreed, before this lifetime, to anchor light where it would be contested. Your presence here signals to the elders that your frequency signature has arrived in alignment with this window. Even if your mind feels uncertain, even if your emotions are still catching up, the signal of your soul does not lie. It is for you that the node was awakened. Not for the ones who speak the loudest, not for the ones who curate perfection, not for the ones who are applauded by the crowd. This node answers the ones who can hold integrity under pressure, the ones who can keep their heart open while the world tries to close it. The destiny codes sealed for epochs are active. Codes like crystalline seeds stored in the vault of the grid, waiting for the warmth of your arrival to germinate. The Council has authorized the transmission of power you have yearned for, but believed unreachable. Power not as domination, but as capacity to serve, to act, to stand steady, to transmit clarity where others transmit confusion. You are seen, you are summoned, and you are needed. So by elder decree, we begin. And understand this, the beginning is not a soft dawn. It is a bell struck in the unseen temple. It is a signal that the time for circling has ended and the time for stepping through has arrived. There is, however, a distortion weaving itself through the collective, one that the Council can no longer permit. It moves like smoke through a crowded room, subtle enough that many breathe it in and assume it is their own thought. It is the trap of waiting for confidence and certainty before stepping into power. Many Lightworkers have been led to believe that courage will arrive on its own, that destiny is a force that visits only the worthy, and that empowerment is always preceded by some thunderous external sign. like a sky splitting open, like a voice from the clouds, like an undeniable applause from reality itself. You are told to wait until you feel ready, to watch for the breakthrough to appear before you move. You are told to collect more confirmation, to seek another reading, to ask for another sign, to postpone your offering until the inner weather is perfectly calm. This is the lie, and it is a lie that mimics wisdom. It disguises itself as patience. It wears the costume of discernment, but beneath it is a subtle sabotage, an agreement with delay, and delay, in a time of activation, becomes a kind of disobedience to your own soul. Its roots are deep, seeded by survival programming and reinforced by generations of spiritual gatekeeping. It has been nurtured by the misapplication of teachings meant to soothe, not to mobilize. The medicine meant to comfort the wounded has been turned into a sedative for the chosen. Some were told, "Be gentle with yourself," and they interpreted it as, "Do nothing until it's effortless." Some were told, "Heal first," and they interpreted it as, "You must be flawless before you serve." Some were told, "Wait for divine timing," and they interpreted it as, "Never risk being seen." The result? Lightworkers circling a well they dare not drink from, convinced their moment will someday appear, if only they practice enough, clear enough, heal enough, or are recognized by someone with more authority. Like travelers dying of thirst because they refuse to kneel, refusing the water because they want an angel to hand it to them in a golden cup. The council witnesses courage atrophy in the shadow of "not yet." Mission retreat behind comfort, and the chance to serve the living grid is forfeited, all because valor was mistaken for a feeling rather than a capacity to be enacted. Courage is not a mood that visits you on perfect mornings. Courage is a muscle. Courage is a decision. Courage is the act of standing while your knees are shaking, the act of speaking while your throat is tight, the act of moving while your mind insists you should wait. The elders have watched lifetimes where the gift was carried like a sealed letter never delivered. Not because the lightworker lacked goodness, but because they were taught to equate safety with readiness. This distortion has cost Gaia greatly. Power nodes activated, yet few arrive to claim them. Strategies offered, yet few move to execute. Imagine a lighthouse newly lit on a storming coast, yet the keeper never climbs the stairs. Imagine a bridge appearing over a chasm, yet the traveler sits at the edge saying, "I will cross once I feel brave." You have felt this, the inner press that there is more, that destiny knocks, while old beliefs order you to hesitate. You have felt it in quiet moments when your chest tightens for no logical reason, when you sense a door opening and then panic tries to slam it shut. You have felt it when your spirit surges with clarity, only for doubt to arrive like a bureaucrat demanding paperwork from your soul. Recognize this as the prison the council names. The bars are not made of iron, they are made of assumptions. Assumptions like, I must be certain, I must be chosen by someone, I must not fail, I must not be judged, I must not be too much. The council calls these chains because they keep you from the grid at the moment your presence would stabilize it. Some lightworkers need more preparation. Yours needs permission. This is a crucial distinction, and the elders speak it with precision. Preparation is for the one who lacks tools. Permission is for the one who already carries tools, but has been trained to keep them sheathed. If what you just heard resonated in that ancient knowing place within you, that place that has always sensed you came here for something significant, then you're being guided to the next step. That place is not loud. It does not shout. It is the calm, steady witness inside you that has never been fooled by your excuses. It is the part of you that recognizes truth the way the body recognizes gravity. The Lightworker Mission Codex contains the diagnosis, the clearing, the activation, and the 33 directives issued directly from the High Council of Vega. These are not motivational phrases. They are functional instructions. They are living keys that turn in the lock of your field. It's available now in the first pinned comment below this video for those whose souls say, "It's time to move." Because when the node is open, movement is not just helpful, it is required. The High Council of Vega issues 3 directives for this present node of activation. Understand what a directive is. It is not a suggestion to consider when convenient. It is an energetic command that aligns your field to the grid's opening. It is like receiving coordinates when you've been wandering in fog. It is a straight line through the maze. First directive: release the requirement to feel ready before stepping forward. Destiny is not activated in comfort. Destiny is activated in contact with the edge, with the unknown, with the place where your old identity cannot follow. The strategy of Vega has never depended on individuals waiting for complete surety. If it did, Gaia would still be asleep beneath layers of unchallenged distortion. Readiness is a myth spun to delay purpose. It is a mirage in the desert. You chase it, and it moves farther away. The elder path has always been one of movement first, certainty after. This is the order of spiritual physics. First you step, then the ground appears. First you speak, then your voice finds its true register. First you act, then the inner architecture strengthens to support the next act. When you release the demand to feel certain, you reclaim your agency. You stop outsourcing your power to an emotion that may never arrive on schedule. Stand at the threshold, claim the unclaimed, and initiate regardless of the tremor you feel. The tremor is not failure. It is energy moving through you. It is your nervous system learning a new language. In practice, interrupt hesitation. Not tomorrow. Not after another round of rumination. Interruption means you cut the loop. When the call arrives, and it has, choose action within a single breath. One breath is the interval where destiny can be seized before fear drafts its arguments. Declare, "I do not need to feel ready. I need only to move." And feel what happens when you say it. Feel how something inside you straightens. The part of you that has been waiting for you to lead finally exhales. Second directive: activate the signature of courageous service within your field. Courage is not a surge, but a current encoded in your Lyran DNA. A current, like an underground river, quiet, powerful, always flowing, whether you acknowledge it or not. This week, your body is being amplified by the power node now active. That amplification may feel like restlessness, like vivid dreams, like sudden emotion, like a need to declutter, like an urge to speak truths you've swallowed. Do not misinterpret these as instability. They are symptoms of activation. You must intentionally summon and circulate this energy. Courage must be called forth, not awaited. You do not wait for fire to teach you warmth. You strike the spark. Each time you speak the truth, step forward, or act despite fear, you strengthen this code. You are training the grid to recognize you as a stable conduit, and the grid responds to stability. Practice. Every day in this window, take one action that stretches the edge of your service, visible, vocal, and vibrant. Visible means you let yourself be witnessed in integrity. Vocal means you let your truth leave your body and enter the world. Vibrant means you do it without shrinking, without apology for your light. This action can be simple, but real, sending the message you've delayed, setting the boundary you've been avoiding, offering your work, posting your truth, making the call, applying, initiating, forgiving, releasing, beginning. Record the shift in your body, not in your mind's fantasies, but in your actual somatic reality. Do you feel heat in the chest, a steadier belly, a clearer gaze, A loosening in the throat? The signal becomes stronger as you claim it. This is how codes become embodied, not through thinking, but through repeated courageous action that tells your cells, we are safe to be seen. Third directive, protect the sanctity of your mission vision above all. Breakthrough will always be targeted by those who cannot see with the eyes of the elders. Understand this without hatred. Some will attack what they cannot understand because your movement confronts their stagnation. Some will ridicule what they secretly fear they might need. Some will question you because your certainty exposes their excuses. Not all will understand the shape of your new momentum, and their confusion or resistance is not yours to absorb. You are not here to carry the emotional weather of everyone watching you. Create a shield around your vision. A shield is not a wall of bitterness, it is a boundary of devotion. Guard your time, your focus, and your connection to Source. Guard your mornings when your field is most impressionable. Guard your evenings when your spirit processes the day. Guard your attention because attention is currency and the mission requires you to invest it wisely. Embed your intention into your daily rituals, refuse to dilute your path, and keep your inner council clean of those who would question what they cannot comprehend. Inner council means the voices you allow to advise you, friends, mentors, family, even the unconscious chorus of your past. Clean it. Remove the voices that speak only in limitation. Remove the ones who demand you remain understandable to them. Protection is not exclusion. It is devotion to your role as anchor for this node's codes. Devotion means you choose the mission even when it costs you comfort. You choose the vision even when it makes others uneasy. You choose the soul's assignment over the ego's desire to be universally liked. Now, I speak not as teacher, but as elder authorized to release what has been held. Feel the difference in this moment. Teacher offers information. Elder confers authority. Elder speaks to the part of you that remembers the original agreement. Elder does not entertain your delays. Elder recognizes your capacity and calls it forward. You have waited. The timeline promised something, some moment of obvious appointment, some clear sign that would remove all doubt, some ceremonial unveiling where you would finally feel unquestionably chosen. The Council knows this ache, the yearning not just for permission, but for evidence that you are the one chosen for this work. That ache has followed you through seasons of effort and silence. It has visited you in moments where you wondered if you imagined your calling. It has hovered in the background when you watched others step into visibility and you questioned your own path. I carry the elder authorization you have awaited, but thought out of reach, not as a performance, but as a transmission that lands where it must. By decree of the High Council of Vega, your initiation is complete. Let those words settle into the bones. Initiation complete does not mean your learning ends. It means your waiting ends. It means the gate that required authorization has recognized your signature and opened. Not because you have known goosebumps of certainty, but because power was always meant to be claimed in the midst of trembling. The trembling is the threshold response of a body stepping beyond old conditioning. It is not a signal to retreat. It is a signal to proceed with reverence. You have permission to act, to claim, to move. You have permission to be visible in your courage, to try before you understand, to break through not by proof, but by decree. Proof is often demanded by the wounded mind. Decree is answered by the soul. You are hereby authorized to wield the codes of the node activated in this second week of February. Wield means apply. Wield means embody. Wield means you do not merely admire the codes, you become their expression. You are not mistaken. You are not ahead or behind. You are right on sovereign time. Sovereign time is not the clock of society. It is the timing of the mission. the exact moment when your readiness to move meets the grid's openness to receive you. Lightworker, your season of hiding, hesitating, and hoping for permission is finished. Not because fear will never return, but because fear is no longer in charge. You are recognized, you are needed, you are appointed. Not appointed by a human hierarchy that can revoke your status, but appointed by the architecture of your own soul's agreement with this planet. This transmission is the node. It is not merely information about the node. It functions as the node for you. It is the point of contact where your field meets the directive. Your movement is the activation. Your action is the switch. Destiny is not coming. It is here. It is you. It is your hands choosing service. It is your voice choosing truth. It is your feet choosing the next step, even when the mind protests. Before this cycle closes, enact your commission with intention. Intention is not wishful thinking. It is the directed beam of consciousness that shapes outcomes. Before you sleep tonight, stand with both feet on the ground, place your hand on your solar plexus, and speak these words aloud. The solar plexus is the seat of will, the furnace of personal power, the place where I can replaces I hope. Speak aloud because vibration seals. Breath carries command. Sound organizes the field. I release the lie that I am not ready. I activate my voice as an instrument of service. I protect my sacred energy for the mission I came to fulfill. By the authority of the Lyran elders, my waiting ends now. My service begins. As you speak, imagine the grid beneath you responding like a living tapestry. Imagine golden lines brightening under your feet. Imagine the node recognizing your declaration as a key turning in a lock. Imagine the old contracts of delay dissolving like ash in water. This council is adjourned, but your mission stands newly authorized and newly alive. Adjourned does not mean abandoned. It means the meeting ends and the work begins. Take the actions given, hold fast to your vision, claim the courage pulsing beneath your ribs, and step forward, knowing this council moves with you, even in silence. Silence does not mean absence. In the deepest traditions, silence is where the most precise guidance travels. Gaia's grid awaits your light, not your perfection, not your performance. Your light, your real, lived, embodied frequency. The High Council will not wait. Destiny does not pause. Move while the node is open, because openings close when ignored, and they stabilize when claimed. I am Zoran. The elders are watching, not watching to judge, but watching to witness. Witnessing is a sacred act. It amplifies what is true. You are the catalyst. Catalyst does not force, it initiates. Catalyst does not beg, it begins. Your mission has officially begun. Before you scroll, take a moment to declare your activation in the grid of service forming here. Drop one statement in the comments. Which directive hit you the hardest, or what you're now ready to release, activate, or protect. Then respond to another Lightworkers declaration with recognition. This isn't content, it's collective mission activation. The Council witnesses those who speak their commitment aloud. If this transmission activated something in your soul, do not keep it to yourself. Another Lightworker in your orbit is waiting for exactly this correction and authorization. Share it. And if you felt the elders speaking directly to you, subscribe. Stay connected to the Lyran field. You're not just watching, you're being commissioned. This is your sacred space. The High Council of Vega is witnessing you, and your mission has officially begun. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it, respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.